The king came to the forest to hunt but lost his way. For 3 days he wandered around but still couldn't find his way home. When things got out of control, he started praying to Uncle Yashu. Whoever gets him out of the forest, he will marry.
Beautiful daughter to them and give 3 horses full of money. Suddenly a small spiky porcupine stood under his walnuts. The king was in a hurry, so he didn't think about who was in front of him. He followed the porcupine and soon came out of the forest. The day, a businessman also came to the same forest to hunt but got lost. After wandering for 2 days, the businessman made the same promise. Whoever gets him out will marry his most beautiful daughter to them and give 3 kilos of gold. As soon as the made this condition, the porcupine came to his feet again. He promised to safely get the businessman out. The businessman was very scared, so to save his life, he agreed to sacrifice his daughter and made a deal with the porcupine. After a while, the porcupine got him of the forest. But one day an old poor man came to the forest to cut wood and unfortunately got lost too. He had nothing, yet he wished that whoever showed him the way, he would consider them his son and love them like his own. Hearing this, the porcupine appeared again, got the poor man out of the forest. A few days later, the cold season arrived. Then the porcupine reached the poor man's house and started knocking on the door. When the old man opened the door, he saw the porcupine and was happy. Then his wife prepared a warm bed for him and put the porcupine to sleep. The next day at mealtime, the porcupine asked the old man for a black rooster and a small bridle. The old man brought everything. After this, the porcupine put the bridle on the rooster, then jumped on its back and started riding like a hero. Soon the black rooster took the porcupine to the businessman's. The businessman, seeing this strange sight, got scared and went inside his house. As soon as the businessman saw the porcupine, he was shocked but not scared, because it was his daughters who had to suffer. He called his 3 daughters and told them they had to fulfill an old promise made. The porcupine. Hearing this, the daughters started crying. But the porcupine chose the youngest daughter and took her along with 3 kilos of gold. On the way, the young girl started crying and said she would keep crying until she died. The porcupine felt pity for her, so he sent back to her father. But he took the 3 kilos of gold with him. Soon after, winter passed and the porcupine again reached the king on his black steed. The king called his 3 princesses and repeated the porcupine's forest story. The eldest princess said, "If you choose me for this, I will fight and way." The second said, "I will die but not marry the porcupine." But the youngest princess said, "I will marry the porcupine because he saved my father's life." The king was proud of his daughter for being so kind-hearted, but he was sad thinking he would have to Dearest. The king kept his promise, sent his daughter in a royal carriage and gave a cart full of gold, silver and diamonds. On the way, the princess was not crying at all. Instead, she was inviting the porcupine to sit with her. The porcupine thought the princess be scared of him and find him ugly. But the princess said, "I don't care, I know you won't harm me." As soon as these words ended, magic happened. The porcupine shook himself and became a tall, handsome prince. Then his horse also turned golden and the carriage into a shining diamond palace.